What's up? It's your Miyahu Ben Israel, and we're going to talk about this story right here where it says Oklahoma school accused of violating law after teen girl severely beaten by a trans student in bathroom. That's a shame because, again, when you promote confusion into these boys and girls and obviously, by the grace of Yah, nobody's tolerating that. At least known people are not tolerating that. It's going to bring out the anger because they're already angry enough, with themselves, and that's why the certain community has a 60% suicide rate. It's only natural because if Yah made man and women in His own image, in the image of God, created He, him, male and female, created He, them. Then it's only makes sense why this would only be satanic and evil in nature. We're going to continue to go on and read this. It says, Edmond Public Schools claims they were not aware that the student using the girls' bathroom was a biological male. An Oklahoma mother is suing her daughter's school district demanding accountability after the 15-year-old was allegedly attacked by a transgender student in the girls' bathroom. Teresa Gooden and her attorney Greg Andrews joined Fox and Friends first to discuss the lawsuit and why they believe the school broke the law by allowing a biological male in the female restroom. It's pretty traumatizing, Gooden said Friday. It wasn't a regular fight, it was a beatdown. And just like you see all across the states, I don't know about other countries, but as far as the states goes, you're seeing it in all types of high school sports, high school girls sports actually, like basketball, track and field. Man, I remember swimming. I remember I saw some story where I was watching a story about a volleyball girls team, high school team. And, one of them Transformers on the team, you already know what time it was. Old Susie went up for the serve. Here comes this dude pulling up like Birdman from the Nuggets, jumping up the gym. Boom! Hits that volleyball, knocks old girl in her face. Bro, her nose got broken. Obviously, she had emotional trauma. Ooh, and guess who? You know who won that game? Who? Man, when you get one of these, it's like Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus base Cyberman. Like, I don't even know why I say base. I'm pretty sure Cyberman don't even got a transformation. It's not even fair. It's not even a fair competition at all, because you got this dude who's still a dude, and even though they emasculated themselves, still has all this testosterone compared to a biological woman who still doesn't have as much testosterone, pumped up with estrogen, just taking a beat down. And here's something similar. We're going to continue to read. So Gooden filed a lawsuit last week seeking $75,000 in damages for severe physical and mental injuries, severe physical and mental pain and suffering, and severe emotional distress that she claims her child suffered at the hands of the 17-year-old student in Edmond Memorial High School in October 2022. The document, which was obtained by the New York Post, notes the accused attacker was assigned male at birth and was using the women's bathroom despite a state law requiring public schools students to use restrooms matching the sex on their birth certificates. Edmond Public School Superintendent Angela Grunwald spoke out publicly after the incident in a video posted to YouTube in December, saying the 17-year-old was enrolled as a female. Crazy, ain't it? In high school, birth certificates are not required to start school, so there was no birth certificate in the student's file at the time to verify one way or another. Grunwald said, if a parent comes in and enrolls their child as a certain gender, and when you look at that child by all social norms, they look and present themselves as that gender. It is not something that you would question, she asked. Or she had. Well, that's about it. But yeah, as you can see, it looks like, what it looks like to me is I could just see, I'm not I'm not Ice-T from Law and Order SVU or nothing, but from the scene, from what I see, it looks like old girl's in the bathroom. She's clearly a dude pull up, probably standing on, and then calls him out, and he's like, "What?" And then obviously, that was gonna be an unfair fight. pulls up, pulls up, ready to take her out like a Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris versus Peggy from King of the Hill. That was gonna be an unfair fight right there. No, it's gonna be Chuck Norris versus Phoebe from Hey Arnold. No, that was an unfair fight from the beginning. That went down probably, ba in the bathroom. She all hurt, bleeding probably, face all messed up. Come dude out the bathroom like, she trying to say I'm not just like her, trying to say I'm not a woman or some bull. And then, the school trying to cover their back from the lawsuit. Like, oh, well, we have to cover our back saying that, we didn't know, and stuff like that. And here's what happens. Here's where confusion continues to reign upon modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Here it is. It's someone who sees the truth because Yah made you know the difference between right and wrong. But when you continue to live in the wrong, you're gonna get mad when someone's not on the same wavelength. They're not thinking the same ideology as you, because everyone knows, regardless of what background you come from, they're gonna know the difference between a man and a woman. You can't force people to like you. You can't force someone to play your little game. It's like Halloween, man. It's like you can't put on a costume and expect somebody to think that you're Superman. Like, nah, like that we know whether you're gonna be a boy or a girl, and that's just what it is. And right here for I don't blame them. It's like, you're sending your kid to school, especially your daughter's school, and she got to deal with that. She got to deal with some mentally ill dude who can't control himself already, and now he's going to put the brakes on. Come on, going to beat the brakes out of somebody if you're not agreeing with his ideology. Come on, man. It's absolutely absurd. Now you see why Yah said in Leviticus 20:13. Let me pull that up right here. Excuse me. You see why he said in Leviticus 20:13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. There's a reason why, he said that, because he's not some cuddly, woodly God who's going to be like, kumbaya, I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your sexual preference is. Nah, Yah made these things, from the beginning, like, man's a man, woman's a woman, and that's it. And then he gave these laws, statutes, and commandments specifically for the Israelites, but this is like still can apply to Gentiles as well, where the difference between what makes life, and the difference with the difference with what makes life, and the difference between what makes death. And it's the reason why this leads to death. And it makes sense. Think about it. If Yah said, thou shalt surely be put to death, their blood should be upon them. If a man might lie with a man like he lied with a woman, there's reasons for this. Come on, it's not a coincidence. That's matter of fact, there's a prophecy right here. Thou shalt surely be put to death for lying with a man like you do a woman. Now you see why they have the highest suicide rates. You see the highest rates of depression. And if you're not with their agenda, they're gonna, instead of controlling themselves, they're gonna be super aggressive with you and just looking to take you out. I mean, this is no joke, man. This is no joke. And this is just one of the many stories on the letter game, pushing the agenda from Satan himself, from these sick, twisted heathen, that worship the creature rather than the creator. It's just one of many garbage stories to happen. God bless these parents' daughters. Hopefully, she recovers and she gets on with life after this here beatdown. It's Yirmiyahu. All praise to the Most High.